Peggy's personality changed over time. I see it as a candle eventually just burning out. Before she met Patrick, she was so bright and shiny and vibrant, but little by little, he just snuffed that flame out. And you did not see that smile like you used to see. You definitely didn't hear her laugh as much. And for the person that was so involved in life with all her fitness, I heard her say, "Life sucks. I hope I'm dead before I'm 40." And that was something that you would have never, ever heard come out of her mouth before she met Patrick.
I would go home from Christmas break and my family would wonder why I was so sad all the time. And, I couldn't tell them. I couldn't tell them. I didn't have many friends. It was hard to make friends with what was going on in my life. It was hard to go out.
My girlfriends would call and say, "Have you eaten today? When's the last time you ate? When's the last time you slept?" Because you just lose control of all of your thought process and your normal daily functions.
I was staying with friends for a month just to make sure I was safe enough to move into my own place. I would pull up into their driveway and they would come out and meet me and just sit in the car because I would be shaking and just crying and hysterical. And all I could repeat over and over and over was, what if I really am crazy? What if I really am so crazy that I don't understand that I'm crazy? And he's right.
He would say things to her like, "You look like a slut. You're stupid. You're never going to get this job," just to take her down. And then when she was down, he would come in like the hero and say, "I'm sorry. Let's go to the mall. Let's get you a new sweater, and I'll drop you off at the interview, and I think you'll do just fine." And this was a reoccurring, ongoing pattern of behavior.
How do you find a place to live when for 10 years, you haven't even been able to decide if you want Cheerios for breakfast unless somebody thinks that's a good idea? How do you find a place to live? How do you decorate a place if you don't know what you like anymore? To have somebody twist your thinking that much that you don't trust your own thoughts anymore. You don't trust your own basic concept of right and wrong. That's hard to do. That takes a long time, and it takes a lot of beating somebody down. There was years in there.
I can remember being on the freeway, and there was a new apartment complex that had just gone up, and I saw the free first month rent sign. And as we're driving home, we'd had this blow up before we got there, and got the kids in the back seat, and I look over and he's driving, and I was in tears about this situation on what we had argued about. And I looked over and I just looked at this apartment sign, and I thought, God, would I give to be able to just move in that apartment and just take the kids and be able to be there, just us, and have some peace in my life. And as I'm thinking about that, he makes a comment as he's driving and brings me back to reality. And I started trembling because I thought, oh my God, he's controlled so much of my life. What if he heard what I was thinking? And can he? And that's how much I lost control of what truly was normal and what wasn't, because I really thought that he knew what I was thinking. And if he did, then consequences would happen at home if he knew that.
I've listed a lot of direct things. I went here, he showed up. I did this, he showed up. I went to where there was a phone call or an email. What about all the things that I don't do because I'm not willing to deal with him showing up or being there? It's your feeling of safety that you never quite get back.